Peace, peace, legacy building lady tapping in for the Hoodoo Tarot. Um, a little bit about the Hoodoo Tarot. I've been working with the deck for some months now. The beautiful thing about tarot, to me, it's just another language that we can learn to connect with our intuitive abilities and really help us get familiar with ourselves and just energies that may be coming up for us from a subconscious and other perspectives. So anyway, in my journey in getting to know myself, work with myself, deepen my intuitive abilities, my giftings, um, that's one of the reasons I wanted to work with the Hoodoo Tarot, with some of my ancestry, of course, being um, indigenous, and this being an indigenous practice, hoodoo. I wanted to get familiar with that language, that practice, and how that works. So, been working with Tiana Lee McQuiller's Hoodoo Tarot. Such an amazing, such an amazing opportunity to work with this. Um, so glad she put this together. I know her ancestors are very proud of her and grateful for her carrying on their work. But getting into today's Hoodoo Tarot. So what I usually do, how I work with the deck and I share, is I'll usually pull, definitely pull cards for myself. Gotta take care of me. But then I pull cards for the collective. So today I pulled Big Mama. Look at the beautiful green outfit, that floral hat. She just popping, got the cornbread. This is Big Mama. Yes, we love it. Big Mama energy there. Then we also have Black Herman. So I think I loved off top the balance. To me, it came to me balancing out our inner masculine, our feminine energies, but we'll talk about that in a second. So I like to pull from the book, so I'll read a bit. Let's see who comes up first. Who comes up first? So we'll start with Black Herman. So Black Herman, go to 29 here. So Black Herman. And I'm not going to go into everything. So Black Herman is the magician. The magician energy, or correlates with the magician in Rider-Waite tarot deck. So you know that energy is about creation, bringing to life something new, pulling from the unseen into the seen. That type of energy there with the magician. But as it relates to Black Herman, when Black Herman appears in a reading, you're being challenged to make that which you desire manifest. So it's challenging us to make what we desire to manifest. So the difference between a dream and a goal is a plan. So make sure you have a clear one. So definitely get decisive and concise in your planning. It is key that you know exactly why each step is necessary to obtain your objective. If you do not, you might be tempted to take shortcuts and find yourself cut short instead. So whatever plan you come up with, make sure you stick to the plan. Now, of course, modify if necessary, but stay focused on that goal, stay with the plan to align with that goal. And then competent magicians and hoodoo practitioners dazzle others with the results they attain. But the audience and clients rarely, if ever, are around to witness the amount of preparation that is necessary to accomplish a task. And I think that's important. And I know that's something I've been working on evolving in. Falling in love with the preparation stage and getting ready stage. Because I feel like energetically we're conditioned to want the thing, but the reality is our nervous system has to be ready for the thing. Our subconscious mind has to be ready for the thing before we get the thing. Because if any of that's out of alignment, when we get the thing, guess what's going to happen? Poof! It's going to be gone just as quick as it came. So just making sure we're getting our bodies conditioned energetically, subconsciously, on the level it needs to be to align with the things we're wanting to manifest and receive. That's incredibly important. Let's see what else. The power of creation exists within a focused, methodical mind that is aware of itself. So you definitely want to be aware. Hence, like I said, that's the beautiful thing about tarot. Um, as I've journeyed and gotten familiar with past life regression, subconscious, and how it works, shout out to Q Reeves. That is my mentor in that area. Grateful for him and my teacher, instructor that helped me to come into the work and really fall in love with the work because of the results it's given me and many others. But once you learn how to communicate with it, these cards are another way you can communicate with it. Like the symbolism of the cards, the meaning, it's coming up for a reason. Everything is giving us messages all the time, and this is just another way to capture that message or get clarity on the messages you're being given when you use the tarot. So anyway, getting back to it, the power of creation exists within a focused, methodical mind that is aware of itself. So you definitely want to be aware. And if you receive Black Herman in a reading, consider the following. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Do you really believe it's possible that you can make it happen? Are your talents and skills being put to good use? Do your intentions, beliefs, and desires match the life you live? Stop playing and do what you have to do, even if it's hard. So do the necessary work. How committed are you to him, her, this, or that? Where there is a will, there is a way. What are you creating, manifesting, permitting right now? And do you really want that? So that's some of the energy of Black Herman. So all in all, with the Black Herman energy, just making sure you're preparing well. And you're being sound in your preparation. You're being specific in your preparation. You're speaking to what you want to experience, and you're clear in how you want that to come into being the best you can. Because of course, you can't know just how everything's going to work, but in your creation, like think about it like your life is you're putting a recipe together to get the perfect life. So what's going to be in your recipe, or a particular destination, just like you follow a GPS. What is the roadmap based upon where you are right now? What are you going to do to get from point A to point Z, whatever the case may be? But planning everything out, orderly, thinking about, considering, what if everything goes well, what could be possible things that could stand in your way. Just some things to consider with the Black Herman card. And then the last card was Big Mama. Let's see here. So we'll talk about Big Mama energy. Big Mama energy. Okay. So Big Mama energy. Big Mama energy. All right. So Big Mama. When you receive Big Mama in a reading, you better believe that no matter how dark it is now, the light is coming and everything is going to be all right. Yes! I love that. I love confirmation. Big Mama may also be speaking about being willing and able to share your glory, your light, and your power with others. I think that's very important. Creating a heart space that is open to sharing your glory, your light, and your power with others. And again, I know due to certain conditioning, due to certain environments, that can be hard or a bit challenging to evolve into, but definitely make that a focus. Really being able, from a beautiful, open heart space, to be able to share your glory, your light, and your power with others. So that's important. And some things to consider if you see Big Mama. And again, I don't think I'm looking fresh, just gorgeous in this, just popping in the screen. We love it. But do you fear being brilliant or successful? What is being highlighted for you now in your life or in your existence? It's okay to be the center of attention sometimes, okay? And what does enlightenment mean to you? So in your journey, what is enlightenment to you? How can you come into your light? Take a personal day from work. So make time in your schedule to create something new or fresh. Sometimes we need fresh air. You need to step outside of the normal themes, the common themes of life, and really get fresh air, a fresh perspective. So something to consider. Who are the important players in the situation? So knowing, based upon what your goals and objectives may be, what's most important with all of that. And then let's see here. Reputation matters. So How are you wanting to be seen? And again, this is not about people pleasing. Never about people pleasing. Just how do you want to be seen? How do you want to show up? Um, what is your best self, or whatever your desired outcome is in a situation? Like, how can you align with who you want to be in any given situation? It's time to celebrate. So celebrate. Make time to celebrate. Make time to have fun. Enjoy the experience. Enjoy the journey, okay? And then confidence is the best cosmetic. So whatever you got to do to establish confidence within yourself, knowing of your power, your gifting, do that. Do that. Do that, okay? And then what do you need to do to look and feel your best? So yeah, like I feel my best today, and I feel like I need a whole nother video to talk about that, because I've been on here a minute with this HooDoo Tarot today. So I'm gonna wrap it up. If you're looking for past life regression, subconscious consulting, or tarot consulting, definitely hit me up. You can email me at legacybuildinglady@gmail.com. Again, that is legacybuildinglady@gmail.com. Until the next video, peace.